No amount of time or effort is going to make them change, and you are doing yourself a disservice by staying. Hi, my name is Shanice, your internet healing bestie, and I am here to teach you all things self-love, self-growth, mindset change, and healing overall. In today's video, I will be giving y'all a little backstory on why I feel like I had to start my healing to begin with. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I got cheated on multiple times. Just to say it plainly, I got cheated on multiple times. I was not appreciated. I didn't feel loved in my past relationship, and I felt like I was truly losing myself. So for the first time, I got cheated on while I was pregnant, and I was just so young at that point, young and pregnant, that I stayed. Because what else was I gonna do? I was not about to move in with my mother. She already had my brothers with her and everything. I'm about to pop at any moment. I was like maybe like 7-8 months pregnant. I was not far off from my due date. I just felt the world kind of crash around me. Internally, it crashed. Externally, I just felt numb. I was just like, okay, this happened. I still have to go to work. I still have to deliver a baby in a couple of months. Did I go off on him? Yes. Oh my gosh. I screamed to the highest. I screamed to the highest. I was like, hey, how could you do this to me? Blah, 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 blah. And so that was the first time. In between times, there's this high school friend of his that he had a crush on and would keep in contact. And there was in between times. But then the second time, we moved places. My baby girl was born or whatever. He gets a new job and he has to go away across the country for this new job. And infidelity happened. For that whole week, he was gone. Like the whole week, he was gone. Infidelity happened. How did I know? Check the Apple Watch. Check the Apple Watch. Check the Apple Watch. Then there was like a little instances here and there, just stuff that made me feel not loved, like following a lot of girls, liking pictures, always playing on the video games and stuff, not showing me any attention, not helping out with the house. And I was truly losing myself. And not, on top of that, not only going through that, choosing to stay or whatever the case may be, because I felt like I was trapped and I had no other place to go, but having PPD, postpartum depression on top of feeling worthless, on top of not knowing yourself, on top of just everything, trying to keep up with life, trying to work, clean up the house, and feeling like you're alone even though you're in a relationship. Like I felt like a single mother before I even became a single mother. You know what I mean? I felt just hopeless for everything. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the rock bottom low did not come until after I left. So one day, months later, after the last infidelity incident, not accident, because it's never accident, I woke up before him, got a shower, and I just thought, I was like, hey, I gotta end this. And I believe it was God telling me, like, you gotta go. Like, it's like, you should have been left, girl. You should have been left, but it's now you gotta go for real. Like, you have this place you can come to in Colorado. You're gonna feel safe with your baby girl. So he woke up, and I told him, like, I don't think I could do this anymore. I'm so over it. Mentally, I was not there. And when you get to a place of knowing that you can never trust a person again, knowing that you can never fully be comfortable around that person again, I couldn't even engage in sexual activity without getting the ick. I mentally, I was just not there at all. Once you get to that place, just leave. And it took me a while, not a while to get to that place. I was already to that place, but it took me a while to leave a space where I was comfortable but not growing, if you know what I mean. Like, we had just brought this house and everything like that, and I had just decorated it. I put money into like all the furniture in my daughter's room and everything, and I had this guest room that was my office. He had his own office downstairs. We lived in this really nice neighborhood, good cars, and so I was comfortable, but I was miserable and I was not growing. So I left, came to Colorado, and I hit rock bottom. Oh my Lord. I hit rock bottom. I stopped talking to everybody, stopped talking to friends, I stopped talking to family. I just went through the motions of being a mother and just surviving, basically. It was awful. And not only was I hitting rock bottom and I isolated myself from everybody, why was I still checking in on this man? I still follow him on Instagram. I still follow him on Facebook. I still wanted to check his story and everything just to see if he moved on so quickly, just to see if he was okay. I still loved him. I still cared. But something told me that if you don't end this right now, you are going to lose yourself. You're going to be dead. Not in the literal sense, but in the mental sense, in the emotional sense. And during this time, he would call me, to check up on our daughter, but also to see how I was doing, to see if there's any chance of us getting back together. And over the phone, I was tough. I was like, no, I don't like you no more. I can't do this. I'm heartbroken, blah, 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 blah. But on the outside, after that phone call, gosh, would I just go on his page and see what he's talking about? Gosh, would I ask his family members how he's doing? Gosh, would I wish that he would call me again or whatever, just so I can hear his voice? Because even though he hurt me so bad, that was the only relationship I knew for 5 years. And we had a daughter together. And it didn't work, but I was comfortable there. And I just left my comfort zone. After a while, you have to realize that you're choosing heartbreak. And I was choosing heartbreak. I was choosing heartbreak through and through. I was like, you know what? Forget him. He did this to me. I deserve to be sad, blah, 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 blah. I had no right to be sad. I had a daughter to provide for. Even though I started at the end of 2023, I didn't feel like I was making progress in my healing until close to the end, mid to end 2024. I did not start feeling like a true mother, a good friend, or this and that. I did not. So that's a little backstory on my healing journey and why I'm teaching others. And yeah, I hope that brought you a little closer. I hope you can relate to a little bit. I also hope you can't relate to a little bit, but because it's so hard going through that, so hard going through that, moving states, feeling alone and everything like that. I just love teaching everybody about self-love, self-growth, healing, and I wish more people can realize that they can love themselves more and not feel guilty for it. Much love, Shanice.